In this video, we're going to be talking about how do real estate wholesalers get paid. Stay tuned. Hey my friend, this is Ola coming to you live from my myEmpirePRO studios on the road. I'm still out here in Long Island for the next few days and I'll be back home soon. In the meanwhile, I have to keep bringing you this value. Hopefully you find this valuable. Don't forget, do me a favor, click the like button if I say anything that makes sense to you. Click the like button at least once during the course of this video and watch this video all the way through the end. Every time you watch my video all the way through to the end, YouTube basically get notified that you like the video. Okay, so do me that favor, let it keep running because I'm going to share some tips with you in this video. And there are a couple of things that I want to cover in this video. Number one is how do real estate wholesalers get paid? And we have an example here. And if somebody asking, would this deal work? So I always like that to show the numbers, will the deal work? And then give you as an example. And if it work, if it won't work, and ways around it, because sometimes we got to get creative with a deal to make it work. Sometimes you got to make deals work. Okay, so let's get started. How do real estate wholesalers get paid? The way they get paid usually is, I don't know if, it's usually by wire, okay? I think I've gotten a few checks, but usually I like my money being wired to me. It's easier and, it's safer, instead of carrying checks around. And it's electronic words that we're leaving right now, so I'd rather just get the money wired. But as far as how you get paid in terms of the structure of the deal, you can get paid a few different ways. You can get paid as an assignment fee on a private deal, meaning private deal, I mean a deal that's straightforward, a cash deal that involves one person buying without the use of mortgage and things like that. Once you start using a mortgage, it can get a little tricky. It depends on what state you live in. How they're going to structure your payment fees into the deal would depend on what's going on in your local area. So I always tell people, join a local real estate association club, become an apprentice under some of the established investors that are already in your area. Find them deals and let them show you how everything works out. Really, as a wholesaler, what you really need to get good at is finding deals, and people will happily show you how to get paid. Okay, wire, checks, any of those things, doesn't matter. But the way you get paid as a wholesaler, on the grand scheme of explanation of what that is, you get paid because you help find deals. That's how you get paid. Okay, now, is it cash? Is it bitcoins? Is it check? All of that doesn't matter as long as it's real money you can spend. I'm guessing that, right? So, but how you get paid is because you find deals. Let's keep it that simple. You don't get paid for learning how to read contracts. You don't get paid for being overly protective of a seller or a buyer. Okay, that's the job of a realtor. You don't take on protecting the interest of a buyer or a seller. That's the job of a realtor. You need to be licensed to do that. You get paid for finding deals for investors, for potential investors. Now, here's the part where a lot of people get it confused. When I say you get paid for finding potential investors, then they don't think that includes the mainstream. They think it must be an investor. No, it can include an established investor, an intermediate investor, an advanced investor. It can also be a new beginner. As long as they identify as an investor, you're helping them find deals, and that's why you get paid. That's where they pay you a fee for finding the deals. That's really the core job of a wholesaler. So let's break that down a little further. You're finding deals from who? You're finding not houses, you're finding motivated sellers. Okay, you're looking for people that have an absolute reason that they must absolutely get rid of a property. Okay, excuse me, my mouth is a little funny. Okay, you get paid for finding people, okay, motivated sellers that absolutely have an absolute reason why they must get rid of a property. That's why you get paid. If you find people that are just quote unquote motivated, some people define motivated as I just want to sell. That's not what you're looking for. When I say motivated, I mean they must get rid of the property. They have a reason. They have to move. They are owing too much money. This house is a big bad story on the financial profile at large, and they must get rid of the property. They must is the key word. They have to. If they're in that space, they don't. That means they don't care about how much money they walk away with. They don't mind a little something, but that's not the core motivation. If the motivation for selling is money, you're talking to the wrong person. Okay? Chances are the deal is going to fall through. Okay? If the motivation is money, they need to be talking to a licensed realtor. And if you're licensed, you need to be talking to them as a licensed realtor, and you should be representing their interest, their fiduciary interest, to help them get the most amount of money for their house. As a wholesaler, you're not getting paid to help them find the most amount of money for their house. You're getting paid because you're working for an investor to find deals, not for the seller. You see the difference? A little semantics, but it should be straightforward. You work for the investor. You help them find deals that they can add value onto, put in the market so they can make profit. That's your responsibility, okay? So that's how you get paid as a wholesaler. Speaking of how you get paid as a wholesaler, you need to find deals. If you want to learn state-of-the-art digital age way of finding deals, make sure you download the book for free, smartrealestatewholesaling.com, and I cover that in details in the book. Now let's get on to this example. This is an example of how to find deals for investors. So this person asked, would this be a good deal? Would this be a deal? Okay, ARV $170,000. I want you to note that after repair value is $170,000. The repair cost is $20,000. We're just going to assume that these numbers are good, okay? Because they may not be good, but we're just going to assume they're good, okay? So estimated cost of repair, ECR, right, is $20,000. And the offer is $80,000, okay? So I don't care about the offer. Let me give you a good number. Your maximum allowable offer, call it MAO, the maximum allowable offer for this property as a wholesaler is going to be 65% of the after repair value minus the cost of repair. Very simple, okay? If the after repair value was $100,000, you're not allowed to offer more than $65,000. If it costs $5,000 to repair, you have to take $5,000 out of that $65,000. Now your maximum allowable offer is $60,000. So let's do that on this math. After repair value is $170,000. The repair is $20,000. So the question now is, what is the 65% of $170,000? So let's do that math really quickly. $170,000, multiply that by 0.65, same thing as 65%. That gives us $110,000 and $500. The cost of repair is going to be $20,000, and that brings us to, all right, that brings us to, so $110,500,000 minus 20, right? That brings us to $90,000 and $500. So is $80,000 a good offer? Absolutely yes. Okay, even better. Okay, and that means you can make a lot more money. Okay, so from $170,000, my ballpark number I would like to make as a wholesaler is 10% of that. Don't say that to realtors because they are going to get into, oh, that's illegal, you're trying to make money on commissions. No, that's just the way I calculate my number. That's just my target. I don't go and tell the seller that I want to make 10% of the after repair value. I don't say that. That's just at the back of my mind. I would like to make $17,000 from that, okay? Because I structure that into the deal, okay? Because basically I want the end buyer, the investor, to be able to get the property for at least 75%, okay? So $17,000, but now in addition to that, the offer is $80,000. Let's say accepted offer, okay? Let's say best case scenario, accepted offer is $80,000. I know that I can go up to $90,000, $500. So that means I have an additional potential $15,000. Is that so? No, additional potential $10,000 in addition to my 17. Can I make $27,000 on this? Absolutely. So $80,000 is a good offer based on this simple number. But I just wanted to share that with you. so you can see how simple this is. If that number was $120,000, then the number will be off because I need it to be as low as $90,500. Then it's not going to be the end of the world. I have a pipeline of leads coming in, okay, and I just move on to the next. There are scenarios where you can get very creative. Talk to an established existing investor in your local area. They may be able to find a way to structure a deal, even if the asking price is much more than $90,000. Okay, there are things like subject to deals. There are things like rent to own, lease options, and strategies that you can use to exit a deal and still make some good money. There's another one I just learned today. It's called the deposit arbitrage. All right, topic for another day. That Shanteri came up with that, but good stuff. Okay, but learn the basics first, and then start practicing, and then work with somebody closely until you start making the money that you deserve. Okay, so as far as finding the deals, which is how you get paid here, finding the deals, I mean, most mentors don't want to talk to you unless you learn how to find deals. That's the part that you get paid for as a wholesaler. If you want to learn that, go to smartrealestatewholesaling.com. You can see it on the screen, smartrealestatewholesaling.com. Download the book absolutely for free, and there's audio version of the book available. There's also paperback if you rather prefer a paperback. It's available as well too. But hopefully you've been enlightened and educated. Don't forget to smash the like button, share this video with your loved ones, and comment your questions below, and I will see you on the next one.